Look at this monster Aroid right here. Anthurium metallicum. You guys see it? Look how big these leaves are. That right there, that's gotta be like 4 feet. We are seeing so many metallicums here, and we are going to do some measurements. Come around here, guys. I want to show you just how big these leaves can get. Now, these plants are not being taken care of in some conservatory or some garden or something. This is just Mother Nature doing her thing. I mean, so it's gonna be a little tricky, but let's see if I can bring this down. Maybe I can measure like half the leaf. So that's about 30 inches right there. So all the way up to the top of the leaf, 60 inches. That is absolutely insane, guys. Look at all of the lichens here. Look at all of the moss just growing. And even when a leaf is completely covered and there's no chlorophyll able to photosynthesize, the leaf can still be alive. It won't die off because the plant can actually absorb nutrients from the living material on top that is photosynthesizing. So a really interesting symbiotic relationship. We got some interesting plant right there. I'm not sure if that's a moss or what that is, but you know what, guys, what's really interesting is that Anthurium metallicum is quite an easier velvet Anthurium as opposed to similar looking ones like the Queen Anthurium, because here it's only about 60 to 70% humidity in some areas. It was even reading like 50 something percent, so it's not super humid. It's also like maybe mid to high 70s. It's not super hot here. And yeah, these guys are growing either epiphytic, which means they're on the tree, or they grow completely terrestrial. So the petioles can either hang down like this, so they're almost horizontal, or even like going down like this, or when they are growing terrestrial, the petioles know to be up like this, so that the leaves aren't on the ground, touching the ground like that. So let's read the light here. Now, as you can hear, it is thundering. Before it was reading like maybe 150 to 200 foot candles throughout the forest. But if I take a reading right now, because, listen guys, it rains a lot in the rainforest, so we're gonna have a lot of overcast. Let's see what it's reading. Right here is about 170, 180 foot candles. That's not even 200 foot candles, guys. That's very, very low light. And honestly, I mean, these guys, they grow low on the tree. They don't grow that high up into the tree, so they're not really getting a whole lot more light. I mean, look how low that light reading is. Now, I'm not using a power meter because power meters are expensive. I do have one, but because they're expensive, most people don't use them. Most people use a foot candle or a lux reader. That's what we are going to do. We're making this as pedestrian friendly as possible. All right, guys, we're going to head down this amazing road with all this biodiversity and see if we can find any more specimens. Anthurium metallicum grows abundantly here, so let's see if we can find a specimen that maybe is not quite as torn up and maybe a little bit closer to the ground so we can get a better look. All right, let's go. Nah. Sir, I don't even think you can get through. Yeah. Here we go, guys. We're backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Maybe if they pull over, we can like go through and go past them. Let's just not get caught in that ditch, though. All right, let's try it. Okay.
I don't know, dude. Ooh, he's got confidence, though.
Confidence.
Okay. Oh my God, it worked.
I see him. I saw him. There's 2 of them, I see. 3 of them. Got another one right here. Let's see. It's growing. Is it growing as a terrestrial? Yeah, it's growing as a terrestrial, guys. And look at how the petioles are up. They're not horizontal because it knows that it doesn't want its leaves to be touching the forest floor like that. And look at the stem right there. Woohoo! Welcome to the rainforest, guys. Oh, guys, check out this one over here. Whoa, sir, was that you making that noise? Really, really awesome. And then this leaf over here is starting to get covered in that algae and that moss and that lichens. Things will grow anywhere. Literally whenever they get the opportunity. Literally whenever they get the opportunity, they will grow pretty much anywhere. Is this guy also growing as a terrestrial? No, this guy is growing on a fallen log here, guys. So if we come in here, look at how thick this stem is. The stem is right down here. See that? And look, there's ferns growing on the Anthurium right there. And look there's moss growing on the petiole right there. Look at that. Everything's just growing on everything. Ain't nobody got space around here. That's one of the newer leaves. Might be, is that the newest? Oh, you know what, guys? This leaf is the newest leaf. Let's see if we can get her to come over here and say hi. Oh! Hot diggity dog! And look at this. Just stuff growing everywhere. Just stuff growing. Look at that. The moss just grows wherever it's wet. On decaying matter or leaves. So that right there is Anthurium metallicum. We're getting eaten by mosquitoes, so we're done. Let's get out of here. Look at that beautiful red. It's like a maroon blush. So another species, potentially a new species, flowering right there, framed by all the verrucosum. Look at this nice, it reminds me of like a really wide, like a veitchii leaf. This one over here on the right of it. They get so big. So there's a verrucosum that has the faded. So when they come in, they're nice color. When they fade, do you know what those are? Those red guys? Oh, those are so cool. The insects in Colombia are just amazing. Anthurium queremalense, right over here, named after a nearby town, Queremal. Let's hold on. I'm on a very, very high. There's Lena. Hey. But look at this, guys. Anthurium queremalense, and you can tell the difference between this and metallicum because it has more bilateral veins. Do you see how the veins, they're a little bit more horizontal than the metallicum, which kind of swoop down and then out. Just gigantic. Now, a major difference between queremalense and metallicum, queremalense is supposedly endemic to this one region. They call it the old Buenaventura Road, which is an old road that used to be the main road to Buenaventura, but it got abandoned a long time ago, and it's, cars really can't drive on it no more. But this guy occurs abundantly here. I've seen so many seedlings, some big mature specimens. And let's just come over here real quick, guys. We got a nice little Anthurium right down there. Hey, sir, how you doing? How you doing? I was going to measure the light, but it's a little bit deceiving because it's overcast right now. But then again, guys, we're kind of in a lower elevation cloud forest. We're in like the lower stages of a cloud forest. It's not really sunny here. There's not really a lot of direct sunlight here anyway. So even the plants that are growing outside of the canopy, they're not really getting direct sun, guys. They're just getting bright, bright light. But these velvet leaves, they thrive in the low light. We are in virtually complete darkness. Also, check out this guy here, this fern. I believe it's a fern. That is beautiful. I'm right next to these guys. I can't really show you exactly how big they are. Let me just turn it around real quick. If I can just show you guys real quick, just... Oh my God, look at that. That and that. I am so pasty right now. What if I change the ISO? Look at how dark it is. It's starting to get grainy up here. Look at the film grain. It is so dark up here. That's me fixing the ISO so it's a little bit more, I don't know, look what it looks like in real life. Oh, look at that, look at that. That is just amazing. Okay. Oh, that is awesome. Awesome sauce right there. I am so white. Oh my God. Look from over here, guys. Yeah, we're not getting a photo up. But oh, by the way, real quick, this is La Elsa Cascada, which is waterfall in Spanish. And there's an even bigger waterfall up there. You go up the trail, about a 3-minute walk. You just walk up, there's an even bigger waterfall. See ya. Baby queremalense, guys. So many beautiful aroids. And look how high up we are already. Woohoo! Monstera. Look, going all the way up there. And then what's under here? Like a nest? Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. And that black leaf right there is quite nice. That's really pretty. Check it out, guys. Philodendron. Yeah, right there. Rocking out. Oh, yeah. Oh, the water's everywhere. Look at that, 10-foot candles, guys. There is no light in here. It's overcast, but it's a lot brighter out there. But it is so dark in here. I love, like, it looks like a butterfly. Very, very hairy petiole. Yep. I love this road. This is a great road. I mean, it's really far away. It's in the dark, but do you see that? Just a monster cluster. Just a clusterfuck. Oh my gosh. I want a dog that looks like that. You want to come home with me? You want to come? I don't see no collar. Look at how pretty you are.